What's going on, Chiefs Kingdom, and welcome to another episode of Chiefs Comments with Kramer. We're entering into Week 12 of the National Football League. I can't believe I'm saying that. We are entering into Week 12, people. This is not a test. It's November 21st. Thanksgiving is coming up. Honestly, I'm more looking forward to Thanksgiving than I am to looking forward to watching this Chiefs Panthers game that we're graced upon this. Week 12. But no, this is, hello, I'm Kramer. This is my show. I mean, your show, actually. This is the Chiefs Comments with Kramer, answering all your questions, comments, and concerns. That's regarding this first loss team, this 9-1 team in Kansas City and also in the NFL. What an incredible run the Kansas City Chiefs have been going on. As you know what? It's been fun covering them. I know it's not my favorite team in the world, but still, I've enjoyed covering the Kansas City Chiefs within this last 5 years of me being in this business, and I'm going to keep on doing it until someone says otherwise. But if you haven't done so already, please like this video. Make sure you do subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you retweet it on X, repost it, whatever you want to classify what's going on X now these days. If you have a comment that is burning right now, you can do so live. You can message me live during the show, and we will definitely get to that comment. And but at first, we always do this every single show. We start off with the injury report, as we saw that earlier this week. Isaiah Pacheco and Charles Omenihu, earlier this week, it was just yesterday. They were limited at practice as they were coming back from the injured reserve, one off the PUP list and one off of the actual injured reserve list, and Isaiah Pacheco. That's good. They limited practice. That means they may possibly play. I don't know if they should play, but that could be something in question. But other people that showed up on the injury report that were full participants, Kareem Hunt, Juju Smith-Schuster, Brian Cook, and Shamari Carter was all full participants. Now let's go over to the Panthers side of things. Miles Sanders did not practice. He has an ankle injury right now. Damian Lewis's illness. He's a guard. He probably will play. Sean Robinson had rest scheduled. Jadeveon Clowney is interesting. He did not practice yesterday. So we'll have to see what he did today, and also what's the status for tomorrow as well for him. Other people that were limited at practice there: Adam Thielen, Imkin, Iwokono, LeBray Ray, Amira Barno, J.C. Horn, and also Xavier Woods. Full participants was Jonathan Brooks, who's going to be making his NFL debut this upcoming Sunday, and DJ Johnson for the Panthers. But that's the injury report for both sides. Heading back on the Isaiah Pacheco and Charles Omenihu. We didn't have any comments come in, but this is just want to get this off my chest right now. If they play this week, that's sad. That they shouldn't have to play this week unless you're Isaiah Pacheco and could possibly get at least one drive in, maybe two, one in the first half, one in the second half, to get like that training camp mentality vibe in his mind. He hasn't been hit by a person since week 2, week 3. I can't remember when he actually got hurt, but he hasn't been hit for some time. So maybe a training camp-esque style of a game that you're going to see with Isaiah Pacheco, but he should not be getting more than 10 touches this game at all, by any means, whether if it is a receiving or also being the handoff. But Charles Omenihu, he would be actually very nice to see him rotate in and out, to see what he still has, see if he has that get off, that push, that drive to get towards that offensive lineman and get around them, and also getting towards the quarterback. I'd like to see more of a Charles Omenihu this weekend rather than Pacheco. But then again, also, if you can save them for the next week, it'd be a shortened week against the Las Vegas Raiders because they're on Black Friday. That would be more ideal, I'd say, but let them play. Don't play them this week. That's just me. That's just what I was thinking, and I might as well just think it out loud. But now let's get to the questions, comments, and concerns that you all submitted, which you can do right now if you have something burning on your chest. You just want to get off that's Chiefs related, or it can be anything else related to. I'll discuss anything. But without further ado, let's listen to that voice, guys.
Let's get to the comments.
All righty, let's see what the first comment that came on in from Kobe. The corner issue may be a bigger problem than the wide receiver issues. I want to say I will have to tend to agree, because it seems like we've seen so many safeties on this team on the field all at once, and that's not a good look for that defense, because they're going to get beat. And we saw that clear as day with the Buffalo Bills. Granted, I know this week who's the biggest name, the biggest threat for the Panthers is Xavier Legette. Jonathan Mingo just got traded. Adam Thielen, I just said that he was just limited to practice this week. Is it Jalen Coker? Possibly. I have no idea. But at least this week you don't have to worry about what our corners or safeties are going to do this week. But they keep on reassessing the wide receiver room and adding to it. As we saw with Traquan Thornton this week, signed a deal after being placed on waivers by the New England Patriots. And it seems like they're just, all right, let's get that wide receiver. Let's get another guy. Another guy who fits the style of what they already have on this team. Speed and being short and being able to catch a football. That's literally the most ideal guy right now that is being thrusted upon and showing to us that the Kansas City Chiefs are doing. Because he's just like Xavier Worthy. I mean, he a little bit bigger than Xavier Worthy, but it's true though. I do think the issues are not on the wide receiver room right now. It's the biggest issue is definitely on the corner room, Kobe, and I have to tend to agree with you there. Come from Jake. The Chiefs haven't allowed a 60-yard rusher this year, but with their lack of depth at cornerback, be the difference when they need a key stop. Yes, no. What's the right words for this? I still believe they should have kept L'Jarius Sneed on this team, and we saw clear as day this past week what they missed the most, and that is a guy who can go one-on-one with the best defender or the best wide receiver the team has to offer. And that best wide receiver the team had to offer last week is Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper, he did work against the Chiefs in that secondary. And you can't put a safety on him. You can't put an unexperienced or inexperienced high-level caliber corner on him. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to work out. And I mean, it's great that the Chiefs defense has toned the rushing because that front seven is just fantastic. Like they can literally tackle anybody. That corners and both safety, it's just that secondary is extremely concerning because Trent McDuffie, he's good, but he hasn't shown that he's the most elite corner in the league. He'll get those all-pro honors because he's one of the leaders of this team. They're not targeting his side of the field because of his name presence, his namesake when he's already done on it. But he really hasn't done much because they have not targeted that side of the field. But when they do, it seems like it's standing out. I'm just saying, but corners need to be assessed. This is literally going to be an off season that the Chiefs are going. It's funny me talking about the off season, even though they haven't won the Super Bowl yet. But no, this upcoming offseason, corner has got to be assessed because you can't really do much right now. You're not going to go out there and sign a free agent a corner because they would have already done that by now. And there's big names still out there. So, this is going to be a big tell with how the corners are going to go for the remainder of the season. Luckily, the schedule is actually favorable for the Chiefs. You got Panthers, and you have the Raiders. Is it the Chargers after that or the Texans? You also have the Steelers in there, and you have the Broncos. So it's like you still have very competitive teams to go up against. But when you get to, say the Texans, say the Steelers, is that going to show because those are actually playoff caliber teams? And who knows? Chargers being crazy right now. Same with the Broncos. Heck, we might see 3 AFC West teams in the playoffs. So it's going to be a big test. And you have to try to go out there at the mindset of we have to win this game no matter what. No matter what. If we lose, we're done. So I feel like that's the mindset they had to have had when they were going on that 9-0 run. Now, thankfully, they lost, and it wasn't in the playoffs when they did lose, so they're all fine. They're all set. But no, good point there, Jake. Now this was coming from Creighton. Would rather lose the perfect season than give up the three-peat. I agree. I have to agree. The perfect season is cool. It'd be awesome. But the main focus, the main goal was to win the Super Bowl once again and go back to back to back. Who knows? They win it this upcoming this season. They might try to say, hey, let's four-peat. Let's continue to do this. They have the guys still under contract. Chris Jones is still going to be there. Patrick Mahomes is still going to be there. Travis Kelce might be older, but we've seen a lot of Noah Gray lately, and he looks like he could probably surpass Travis Kelce and be the next Travis Kelce and be the first Noah Gray in this offense, which I hope. Imagine that was like the perfect storm, the perfect case scenario. You go from one tight end and having like the most elite people like salivated over in Tony Gonzalez. Then there was like that little bit of a lull. Then Travis Kelce came on, and then the rest is history. Maybe that's Noah Gray. Is Noah Gray the next one up here to be the most elite and dominant tight end in Chiefs Kingdom? I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. This is coming from Travis Panthers. LOL. Sorry, my nose itches, by the way, if you couldn't tell. I gotta have to agree with you, Travis. It's funny. It is. This one coming in from Jairus. I hope they have a good scrimmage on Sunday afternoon. Okay, on scrimmage. All right. People, okay. Are trap games a legit thing? Are we going to see, is this a possible trap game? Are we getting hoodwinked or bamboozled of thinking that we're overlooking the Panthers this week? They're coming off a bye, so they are a lot more fresh than what the Kansas City Chiefs are. And also, you already know they're going to tell it that the players are going to say, we're not thinking about Black Friday. But you know that's still in the back of their mind, knowing that they have a game on Sunday, then they have a game on Friday. That is going to be a short week. And you already know they're not happy about it. Nobody's going to be happy about it, whether it's the janitorial staff, the cooks, the cleaners. No one's happy about this. But you know what? You still got to get the job done. So, is this a trap? This could be a trap game. I would not be shocked if somehow the Panthers win this game. I wouldn't be. But I know very well that there's no way the Panthers can win this game. So I know that's just contradicting statements. I'm Chiefs all the way on this one, but still, don't overlook the Panthers. Don't think it's going to be a breeze in the walkway. Because if the Chiefs go out and like the first drive they score a touchdown with ease, you could turn the TV off and go do something else, because that's going to happen every single play. And even though we already know that the Andy Reid first script, that first drive, is the most touted, the most a well thought, put together drive. Even if it's going to work, the next one's going to work, and the next one's going to work. It's the Panthers we're talking about here. So I take that for what it's what it's worth. But yeah, it's from Ben Smith. 11 picks in 10 games is concerning. Could Mahomes end up potentially costing his own team in the long run? There's a good, strong possibility of this, because we saw it basically play out this past week against Buffalo. The second play of the game, Mahomes, just take the sack. Why are we forcing the ball downfield and making a terrible throw and making it an interception? That is not a good look. That is something that can cost your team in the long run, or even that interception later on. Rolling out, heaving the ball downfield, thinking that he can get anything. Just no. Interception. Mahomes is Mahomes looks bad. He doesn't look good. He doesn't look good at all. He is probably going to finish this season in the top 5 of most thrown interceptions. That's the first in his career. It's the ball's not moving down the field like we expect it to be. I don't know if it's because of the wide receivers being hurt, but you have more guys there that can possession catch better than ever, and you're still overthrowing a guy named Travis Kelce in back-to-back games. He's not looking sharp. He's not looking efficient. And I think it has to go. Can you put the blame on Pat, or can you put the blame on the left tackle? Or can you put the blame on the front office, assuming and thrusting a guy who wasn't ready at tackle in Kingsley Sumatia? You can't blame Kingsley. You can blame the coaching staff and probably front office saying, hey, we drafted him to be the starter, so he's going to start. And we saw how bad and poor he was to start. And you got Wanye in there, it's Wanye Morris. He's not going to be turning heads. There's better guys out in free agency right now that can help this team out to protect Mahomes' blind side. Mahomes is just, he thinks there are people breathing down his neck like the Super Bowl the Chiefs lost against Tampa Bay and the Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Toms. Tampa Bay Gronkaneers, whatever you want to call them. He was running like a chicken with his head cut off. He kind of ran like a chicken with his head cut off these last 3-4 weeks. I'm just saying, is it actually Mahomes costing this team, or is it the fact that they have yet to assess and secure that left tackle? That's just what I'm thinking. Yeah. It's from Jordan. Patrick Mahomes didn't wash his game. Okay, what are we doing here? He didn't wash his game undies for the first 9 games, and then they finally lost. The Dick Cheese became overpowering. The Bills didn't beat the Chiefs. The cheese beat the Chiefs. All right, this clearly we have a troll out here. This is clearly not a Chiefs fan. How Chiefs Kingdom? Please, I need Chiefs. I need more Chiefs comments. I can't end on this one. This is the last comment I have. This is absurd. No, the game plan wasn't successful against the Bills, Jordan. It wasn't because of quote unquote Dick Cheese. I'm just saying. In fact, I'm saying Dick Cheese at 2:46 in the afternoon. This is ridiculous. This is I'm just gonna hide that comment. It's absurd. Which is it today's National Absurdity Day? And that is an absurd comment. Just want to point that out there, people. All right. My score prediction this week. I got Chiefs 27, Panthers 6. Only a couple field goals coming from the Panthers. I don't think they score a touchdown. I just don't. This is going to be a Chiefs victory that they need to have after a loss. And then they'll go ahead and win the next following game on Black Friday, taking on the Raiders, which we're not going to have a Chiefs comments from Kramer next week because that's actually Thanksgiving. I don't know. I will not be doing a show because around this time next week I will definitely be housing some turkey. And yeah, that's just how it's going to go. But we'll talk to you all in 2 weeks. Thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you do repost this on X or even like it. And also give us a little follow too. And share it to a friend. Why not? I know if you have a friend and you're a Chiefs fan, that friend definitely have to be a Chiefs fan. So share Clubs Foolish with your Chiefs friends. That's just how we like to do things, be nice and be cordial out here. But with that being said, this has been Chiefs Comments with Kramer. Hope you all have a lovely day here in Chiefs Kingdom, or if you're out there abroad or right here in lovely Kansas City. The sun is nice and shining. Put your smile on your face, Chiefs Kingdom. You never know who needs to see it because you're 9-1. You're still happy. We have the first place is I think's locked up. I'm not worried about the Chiefs not making the bye seed. Treat this week like a bye week if you can with some guys. Put a smile on your face. Rub it into somebody's face. Have a good one, Chiefs Kingdom.